From the Detroit Free Press in the heart of the Motor City, it's Friday, September 11th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. II. Governor Gretchen Whitmer rolled out details to her Future for Frontliners plan Thursday.
We've got to work around the clock to ensure that long after this crisis is over, that our frontline workers have the support they need to get ahead in our country.
The plan was originally announced in April and will cover the cost of college for frontline workers who worked during the pandemic. Whitmer says the plan is unlike any other in the country right now.
This is the first program of its kind in the United States, and I'm hopeful that other states see the wisdom and follow Michigan's lead to create pathways to opportunity for people who've been on the front lines.
The program is limited to community colleges and covers workers in the medical field, grocery stores, retail, and more. The Future for Frontliners program is a $24 million investment. The funds come from the governor's Education Relief Program, which is part of the Federal CARES Act. For eligibility criteria and more information about the plan, go to michigan.gov/frontliners. Governor Whitmer went on to criticize President Trump at Thursday's conference. The Washington Post reported Wednesday Trump knew in February how deadly the coronavirus was and that Trump wanted to downplay the seriousness of the virus to prevent panic. When asked by reporters what she thought of the report, Governor Whitmer said this.
They knew, they didn't tell us. And I think the biggest enemy of the state right now is the misinformation that's coming out of the head of state. I think the biggest threat to the American people is the American president right now.
Whitmer has previously suggested a national response to the pandemic.
Hello, Michigan, and I'm thrilled to be in Freeland with thousands of loyal, hard-working American patriots.
Thursday evening, President Trump held a rally in Freeland, Michigan. He did not respond to Governor Whitmer's criticism during his speech. Trump and his staff said previously that he acted to avoid public panic. However, the president did criticize the governor's response to the pandemic.
You'd be doing even better if you had a governor that knew what the hell she was doing. You got to open up the state.
Trump touched on a wide range of topics, from auto manufacturing to Michigan football. The president then expressed his support for John James, who is running against Gary Peters for the U.S. Senate seat. Trump spoke to a crowd of over 5,000 people. Campaign volunteers passed out masks and hand sanitizer, but most attendees did not wear masks or follow social distancing guidelines. Here are the coronavirus case numbers. The state reports 92 new cases of the coronavirus and 17 new deaths. 9 deaths were uncovered in review of death certificates. In total, there are over 109,000 COVID-19 cases and over 6,500 deaths statewide. That's the latest. For more information on COVID-19 in Michigan, visit www.freep.com.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. In August, President Trump signed an executive order that theoretically could have put more money in your paycheck by holding back some payroll taxes from September 1 through December 31. But many big companies, including General Motors and others, are either still studying the plan or have flat out said they're not going to participate. The problem? The employee would be required to pay that money back next year and would be taxed even more in 2021 to cover what's due. That means paychecks would be far smaller next year. Military employees and federal workers who pay into the system will see this change, of course, according to reports in The Hill. And they would face smaller paychecks next year to pay back the payroll taxes that were deferred late in 2020. Uncle Sam isn't cutting payroll taxes here, after all, just taking on a quirky role as a loan shark who fronts you the money but expects to be paid back soon.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a quick preview of the Detroit Lions season opener. Football is back, and on Sunday, the Lions will open their 2020 campaign at Ford Field against the Chicago Bears. But all eyes will be on Adrian Peterson. The 35-year-old running back joined the Lions earlier this week and, in his first public comments since coming to Detroit, said on Thursday that the coaches are asking him to do a lot to get him ready. But he wouldn't spill the beans on just how much he's expected to play on Sunday. But from the sounds of it, he'll get plenty of opportunities as he tries to close in on Barry Sanders for 4th all-time in career rushing yards. The Lions are a 3.5-point underdog, and the game kicks off at 1 o'clock Sunday.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.